Peter Dumbreck, pardon, congratulations to you. One of the Aston Martin drivers has been the strongest this day. How has been this day for you, Peter?
Oh, sorry. He's transferred.
Yeah.
He's gone back to French.
Yes, because Peter, you speak French if you want to speak French. No, you don't. So I said the Aston Martin drivers have been the strongest today. As a result, you are here with Jimmy Campbell-Walter. So how has been this day for you?
First of all, for me, it's a chance to get in the Aston Martin. So far this year, I haven't done so many miles in it, so it's a gradual thing. And now I'm after I don't know how many years, 7 years, 8 years. I'm back in the mall, and I'm gradually learning the track and how to make a car go faster around here. So the team were very generous with me today. I got a lot of time in the car. I started the session with a wet, and was able to really get my head around it, and then I ended in the best condition, and again I got a clear lap, and I was really surprised to see myself up here. So it's great, it's a fantastic car, and really happy to be back in the mall.
Even if you are always at the maximum, I suppose that you are always at your maximum, do you believe that you can go quicker in fortnight or next week or the week after?
There's always things to do. There's always evolutions of setup, of getting things right with the car, and the pace will be faster. I mean, last year the pace was, I think, faster than we are now. So maybe the condition was better, but I hope we get some better conditions in 2 weeks' time, or a week and a bit time. And I think the times will be fast, and possibly, well, I think faster than last year.
Drivers often say the team does a fantastic job, which is really the case for you, because you've got 5 cars, which is very important, 5 cars.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our pits down there, and it's so impressive what they've done, and they're really taking this seriously. Aston Martin, it's a big year for them. It's the 100-year anniversary, so we've really gone at this, and each car has a great lineup, and I think each car could potentially win its class, so we just have to push on and see what happens at the end of 24 hours.
What about now the opposition with the Porsche? We've been quite quick today, with of course the Corvette, the Ferrari, or of course the Viper is a quite new car. What do you think of this opposition?
This is the test. I think I heard Olivier saying the same. Everyone's trying different things. Maybe we're trying a little bit harder than other people, which is quite likely the case. And as I said, in 2 weeks' time, you'll know the truth, and you'll see how fast we're all going. And I think it's going to be a very level fight, and I think it's going to be a great fight.
Thank you very much, Peter. Jimmy, good to see you here tonight. Welcome, first of all. Last time you came here, that was in?
09.
2009. Okay. Good surprise for you to be here, or no, it is a logical result?
No, it's always a nice surprise to be in any press conference, especially at Le Mans. But the car for us today is obviously very good. We were a little unfortunate this morning. One of my teammates, the owner of the car, Roll Go, had a small accident at the second chicane on the Mulsanne. So we really lost most of the day because it took quite a long time to repair. But we managed to obviously run for the last 2.5 hours, which was, the dry bit. So hopefully we didn't miss too much with the setup work. But the car is as we've seen so far in the championship, our car's been running well, and that's translated here to a good setup. Our base setup, I think, is very good, and we've, like all cars, had to tweak here and there. But really this afternoon, it's a test day, so that's what we've been doing, testing, and we've happened to have the fastest time as well, which is nice.
What are for you the main differences in between a GTE Am, Aston Martin, with a Pro car? Many differences?
Yes. This year there's many changes from last year's car to next year's or this year's car. We have different aerodynamics, different suspension. They've made many updates on the Aston Martin, and I'm sure also we see the Porsche, the new Porsche. So we have the car that won the last race from Bahrain last year, and obviously it finished as a very good car that was well developed last year, and we've continued with that. We can't do any more development with the car, but we can continue to improve it in any which way we can with the setup. So, which we've managed to do, and the car is, you know, the main important thing for this race is to have a comfortable car. Yes, speed is important, but comfortable to drive for long periods of time, and that's what we have.
Yes, comfortable and speed go together anyway.
Yes.
It's not because you are driving a comfortable car that you go slow.
No.
Peter, one question again for you. Of course, it is a very important event for you. This is the 100th anniversary of Aston Martin, and it is, as you can read everywhere, the 90th anniversary for the Le Mans race. So I suppose that, yes, gentlemen, you have to win for Aston Martin, but Porsche wants to win, Ferrari wants to win, everybody wants to win.
Well, there's always going to be pressure on this. It's a massive event. You know, it's one of the biggest races in the world, and maybe the biggest. And there's always. So, you know, as a driver, I try to take that aside, and I just try and do my job. And when I'm required to get in the car and push, I get in the car and I push. And when I'm finished my stint, I get out. And if the end result is a victory, then that's fantastic. But you know, I've been around now for quite a few years, and I've worked out the ins and outs of racing, and it's not always in your control. So you have to the thing that is in your control is your performance. As long as you perform and everyone else performs, then that's when the victory comes.